Welcome to the future of development finance, financing the COVID-19 recovery and beyond. I'm Cheney, a senior reporter at Devex, and I'm looking forward to conversations that will not just highlight, but hopefully actually inspire the innovative financing tools and partnerships that will be critical to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. This time last year, Devex hosted the first edition of this event in London, and as you all know, a lot has changed since then, to say the least. The COVID-19 pandemic that has us gathering virtually today brings more urgency than ever to this topic. So before we dive into the agenda, let's watch a quick video on the importance of not just conversation, but actually action on this topic of innovative finance.
I think that this pandemic has clearly demonstrated how fragile we are. That to overcome these fragilities, we need to unite in solidarity.
The response in financial and fiscal terms so far is inadequate. We are not only witnessing the inability of many poorer economies to really be able to cope both with the health crisis but also with the economic and social fallout. We are seeing a mounting debt problem, and we are heading towards a moment where this could become contagious.
There has to be a whole different way of doing this. Can we use our pension funds better? Can we use local and domestic resource mobilization better? How can we ensure that we can crowd in the private sector into resolving this current crisis, but also crowd them into seeing how we build forward?
Now more than ever, we need the private sector to step up and partner with governments and nonprofits and society to help address these SDGs at a critical time. We would like other financial institutions to try coming up with some of the best innovative models to achieve real impact. We need this for society, and consumers are demanding this.
We can do better than build back the pre-pandemic world. We can build forward to a world that is more resilient, sustainable, and inclusive.
And now just a few additional notes from me before I introduce my colleague Adva Saldinger to kick off our first session. We encourage you to share takeaways from this conversation on social media. Our Twitter handle is Devex, so please tag us there. And hashtags for this event are hashtag Devex event and hashtag Future of Dev Finance. So please submit your questions as well using the Q&A box. We'd love to make this as useful and interactive for you as possible, so keep those questions coming. I also want to note that there will be live interpretation in Spanish. You might have seen those directions at the beginning of this session. So if you're joining via a desktop, just click Interpretation at the bottom of the screen and select your preferred language. If you're joining via mobile, click More at the bottom of the screen, choose Interpretation, and select your preferred language. Finally, this event is hosted in partnership with Microsoft, IDB Invest, and FinDev Canada. So I wanted to thank our partners for helping make this event possible. With that, I'd love to introduce my colleague, Adva Saldinger, senior reporter and associate editor at Devex, who will be leading our opening plenary. Adva?
Thanks so much, Catherine. It's definitely an exciting day, and this event does look different than last year, not only in terms of where we all are, but in terms of what development finance looks like and what has more emphasis this year compared to previous years.